to call out the attacking a boat.
4 and 3.
Copy. Continue northbound
What's
in the
that
water.
smell?
That's gasoline.
Gasoline.
What's going on?
Be careful, Loki.
Sweet,
Careful,
I'm right
careful,
behind you.
careful.
Just
Stop,
so
stop,
if
stop,
you do,
stop,
Diving
go ahead
again.
and hit
Loki!
me, you're good.
Loki. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Oh my god.
Loki, I was literally shouting at you to stop.
Well, I was just, it smelled so strong.
He dropped a gun. He dropped a gun back there.
Ooh, felony obstruction of justice.
Can we get someone to check it out?
Oh,
He's diving again northbound. Where's the boat unit?
How do you stop the gas from leaking?
76. I'm going through the middle between
Damn
the
it.
BBMC turf and where the suspect got in the water.
What's that?
Copy. He dived
Oh, the tip that I had
currently
didn't
VCB on him
fix it
underneath.
enough.
Sweet is following. Oh, he's
It's like 90%
all the way
fixed,
to
but
the
it
west northwest.
didn't do the job. That still
Get
looks
a boat.
fucked up.
Get up to this guy.
But
Tell
it's
him we're
like
gonna
mostly
shoot him in the
repaired.
fucking head if he keeps swimming.
All right. Well,
Diving
Time
again.
to
He's
go.
still north
I
northwest.
repaired it, but not enough to make it look better.
You managed to get the gun, Lucas?
Negative.
somebody ripped the hose off as
So
they were
this
driving
here,
away.
straight ahead of you.
You
should
know,
see
go
them now.
more
Spawn them.
towards the pier. Go to the pier. Up.
That was the plan.
Swimming towards the civilian boat.
The suspect's been warned.
Swimming civilian boat. Civilian boat is taking off.
Go and just chase that thing. That's a civ boat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
come.
it.
It's a Loki. Jump in
Jumping
the
up,
water.
jumping up.
Jump back in the water.
Yeah, fucking ranger firing line on the pier.
Evan is currently lost visual. He's underneath the water somewhere.
I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah.
All right,
Boat one
barbecue
is
chicken
and attempt
nuggets.
to get sweet
Ooh.
with you, so you're not
I
alone.
like the frozen
Where I'm
boneless
looking,
wings.
I don't know my compass.
FM, southwest. He's diving again. Evan is VCB. Oh, he's more southwest. He's swimming all the way out. Southwest. He's swimming all the way to the fucking oil platform soon, I think.
Ranger stack is gonna be on the Del Perro Pier for the end.
And lost visual underneath the water.
What's up, Anakin? How are you?
Pick up another unit so Sweets can keep eyes on him while he's swimming. Otherwise, we won't be able to watch him underwater while he goes.
FM, he's swimming southbound now. He's swimming
Dino
back
Nuggets,
towards
big
the beach.
recall. What'd they do to my Dino Nuggets?
Do we have any Marine One units?
What
FM, we
the
have one
fuck was
out.
that? Oh.
Hey, careful with that guy. If you hit him, he fucks your shit up.
Oh, I'm aware.
And lost visual in the water. Oh, continuing eastbound. Sweet is just behind him, beating him up. The person is diving again in the water.
Yeah, that's fair, honestly.
VCB.
The Tyson Anytizers are so good. What was fair? What's up?
Sweets is beating him up.
Yeah.
Continuing east, southeast.
I don't see shit from here. You see anything?
Yeah, I don't either.
Diving again.
Same.
Damn it, look.
Continuing towards the beach. Currently lost visual.
Hey, Tessa, could I ask you a question?
Yeah?
Status?
What was the ultimate
Go towards
reason for
the
the
shore.
change on the
He's
call?
going towards the shore, going towards the beach. We need a unit on the beach.
Because
Need
he,
a
the
unit on
guy
the
that
beach.
kidnapped the
No,
officer
that's us. We're getting
had
on the beach.
no
What
We
happened?
have a
idea.
mobile unit that
Oh.
can come
We're
to
getting
the
on the beach.
We'll talk after.
BBMC
We'll talk
side of
after.
the beach, please.
I had a side question.
Currently on the
Crossing
east
the
side.
beach on
Okay.
BBMC. He's going towards the water scooter on the beach. He's gonna be on the beach now.
Oh god.
Entering the beach, he's running on the beach eastbound towards the fire tower.
You mean like that?
Yeah,
Running eastbound towards the
exactly
BBMC
like
What is
area.
that.
that?
Exactly like that. Got right
I
next to
hate it
staircase
here.
down.
I hate
Seeing
you.
eastbound running directly towards the BBMC compound.
Where's
If I
the
get in
beach
swinging
people?
range, I'm beating him.
Towards the beach view.
Please
Run me,
remember
he's
he
eating
did.
something. I need a mobile unit on me right now.
FM hears something, everyone still got eyes continuing eastbound towards the BBMC turf. We need a mobile unit.
Working on it.
Ranger Stack is on the way.
Close.
Copy, he's entering the bicycle lane. He's still eastbound. He's still
my
eating.
God.
He just ate something, so he's gonna be
If he gets
fast
on that
as
bike,
well.
if he gets on a bike,
He's
I'm
getting
shooting
on a bike. He's on a
He's on a bicycle, he's on a
taking
bicycle.
up.
Opening
northbound
fire.
on the pier.
You're opening fire. We're in front of him.
He's
Down.
down.
Down, down.
Copy. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to stop like that.
We were about to ruin that man's life.
All right, that guy was about to walk into a.
He was about to walk into.
Be advised, we are in your big BMC turf, and they might get upset that we are shooting around the area. So just have officers come all to the side of the.
Let me
water,
talk to
please.
them. I need to lift back to my car. I'll do the 95.
Oh, this is Cage the Elephant?
PDD miss.
Send it.
I get 52s down by the Billabong, please.
Ooh.
Hey, your friend will send a unit your way.
I'm gonna just take a minute in the back of the car here.
I can start basic medical.
Looks like he got shot in the
Did
head.
anyone
here.
make contact with BMC that we're down
Yeah, that's
there?
Yeah,
So
I-
you're
ugly
not gonna
fucking
be
shot
him in the
from
head.
Sweet's
Yep.
going to.
Copy.
That was a good shot. Jeez.
All right, let me open this up. Let me grab some gauze, some tape.
I need a quick lift back to my Mustang. I'll be back to deal with him.
I don't have my car here. Mine's I was with Luca and he's or
Long?
Lucas and he's.
Who's in the Ranger Taurus?
Birdie.
There you go.
All right. Let me check his pulse real quick.
I can remember where that gun is. I need to go back and get it.
Copy.
All right, he's got a faint pulse.
Or whatever he
Got the
dropped
bleeding to
off.
slow down a little bit. Unfortunately, I don't have anything
Does he have
else
a gun
outside
on
of
him
his
now?
gauze and tape.
Double check someone, please.
I'll check.
All right. I got him wrapped up as best I could.
Negative. He does have a knife, though. I
Okay,
can
so-
confirm he did have a firearm
Hey,
in the bank, though.
faint pulse. I got his head wrapped in gauze, but nothing else. I was just trying to slow the bleeding down.
He
to
had
get
an auto shop, he had a gun
What's that?
out, so he's definitely dropped the gun in the
He was
water.
shot, right?
Shot in the head, yeah. Faint pulse, a lot of bleeding, and I got him wrapped. That's the best I got.
No, don't worry. You are
When we
great.
get
Thank
everything
you.
secure, I can gear up and try to see if I can locate it.
Body German co-pilot Air1 can drop me off. If you quickly can mark in Air1 roughly where it was, if we're gonna land.
Yeah.
If you can get to Air1, what's your location at the moment?
I'm currently where the suspect's getaway vehicle was dropped off. I'm with
Copy.
416's car, Wolf 1.
Copy. We're gonna put Air1 if you can mark it fast. I'm gonna help. I'm gonna put on an oxygen tank quickly, and I'm gonna help scouting for the gun.
Sounds good.
Considering I can sort of roughly remember where the gun is, can I have someone take him as a 95?
Yeah, I've got him.
Thank you.
Did you search him at all or anything, or?
I haven't touched him at all.
Got it. Tessa, I've not put him in cuffs yet.
He's 413 cupped.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, he's got.
Welcome back, Witchin. What's going on? Yeah, this is kind of a hard one to determine.
Buffalo's already been documented. I just gotta call PD Tow to come.
I don't know. I don't know. I think both sides would make sense. I do think the argument, though.
Who has the boat? Or is that you and still have it out?
I'm swimming out. I'm not in a boat.
I believe the boat was put away.
Air 1, did you just...
I think she's scuffed up.
Alright, well, that's LSPD's Air 1 on.
She told me to go closer to the water and then the tide rose.
Hey, Sweets?
Go for sweets.
Hypothetically, if you killed Batman, how would you feel?
Considering he's one of the shittier superheroes, I don't really give a fuck.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, wait, Wayne Enterprises would probably sue the tits off of me.
See,
Actually, he's getting worse.
His legal name is Batman Von Hulk.
Oh,
Apparently, he's getting worse.
I think his parents played a practical. Wait, are you telling me he's dead?
I'm not really sure yet. He doesn't seem okay.
I did put one single round in the back of his head.
Sweet. Did he drop it on top of the water or underneath it? Like, was he diving?
No, it's going to be very hard for me to describe. I can remember what the reef looks like underneath, so you're going to have to bear
I think
with
the
me.
term is he's getting there.
Good. I'm just looking to see if I can see anything.
He's not dead yet, but he's getting there.
He's passing away? He had 3 advanced lockpicks.
Yo, what's up, Madbush? How you doing, brother? Jesus.
Somebody called BBMC and told them that we're not here to piss in their cereal.
470 eye contact.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
We're just being nosy.
That's alright. As long as you don't interfere or collect him or anything, you're
I
good.
don't know who the fuck that guy is. Well,
I love your Mustang.
That's a cool Mustang.
Port is up, by the way.
what do you want about full?
I don't know. Just saying it was a cool
My
Mustang.
charger's on the beach.
6558.
It's not a fucking
Oh,
Someone
okay.
wants my charger
I
on
knew
the
The
beach.
car
cops were
looks
bad
great.
with cars, but
If BBMC finds out that's my charger,
can
it's
you
gone.
even see the car?
No.
Yeah, I'll stay with the charger.
Where is it? I could try and bring it closer
Looks
to the
great
scene.
though.
It's all good, I
Beachside.
got it.
Okay.
I love your
Stokes,
Gucci
and
shoes.
just drive it. Just drive it for a bit, Stokes. You're fine.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
copy.
You have Gucci shoes? Well,
I'm looking out here. Also, we had an issue with one. The rotor was damaged. Somebody didn't fix, so I believe that's why we crash landed.
I've managed to stabilize.
Yeah, it
Okay,
was not flying
Still
right.
needs the hospital, so but
Whatever,
Yeah.
helps you sleep at
He
night.
should be good to
stable
go.
now.
I took whatever
It
was on
really
him.
wasn't. Like, I was getting maxed about 90 miles an hour.
BBMC, you're
I
being
could
nice.
not
No
max
way.
that
I
out.
feel like
Yeah.
they're pretty good in shift 3 for the most part. I think.
Alright.
Am I missing anyone in the stack? I think we got everyone, right?
Nope, we got all 4. Alright, he's being loaded up into the ambulance. We're gonna head over to the hospital.
I want to play the song
and
again.
get
I love
him
KG
treated.
Elephant.
He needs urgent medical care.
Yeah, had BBMC come up to me and say, Sweets is car, but not Sweets.
Ooh.
Told you.
Yeah.
220 is following EMS to SMH. All right. They have no energy to be aggressive. They have shot and have had shootouts in shift 3. Just literally recently. Like the last 2 days, but it's not as bad as it is in shift 2. Ow.
413 from 499.
Send it.
Just remain stationary. I'm 76 to 20.
Is it bad? Not as bad in shift
470 suspect vehicles
3
away.
as it is in shift 2,
Picked up by
but it's definitely it's getting there. I think Flop and Tess are gonna talk about what happened. Dispatch 220, 23 SMH, EMS in the 95.
Copy that. Marquee 23 at 0946.
Not the worst the gang's been. Oh, by far, not even close.
Have we had any luck on recovering the firearm yet?
I'm trying to retrace my steps. Stand by.
Do you have an idea about what depth he dropped it at?
Couldn't fucking tell you. We're coming back out of the water and shouting, dumping evidence, you stupid motherfucker.
All right.
Yeah, I tried to quickly mark on my map where you were.
So,
Uh-oh.
I'm good.
Now what?
I remember it being around a very predominantly green, patch of, like kelp and such. Am I around where you marked it?
Gonna be directly where I am.
Yeah, a little bit more north of where you were, or where you are right now.
Well, sir, you with me? Sir? Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh, Bobby.
Yeah, I'm here, but I'm not a guy.
Was that the diver?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I was one of them.
My name's Cindy.
If I can get one more user to
Your name
respond
is
with me, I
Cindy?
can start making my way there since I'm on the blazer already.
We can follow you with the
Uh-oh.
info.
Hey, firm 76.
Huh?
I was talking to the sweet man on the radio.
What?
Oh, no.
Am I around where the marker is? Wait, did Bobby drown?
You're pretty close. Yeah, Bobby might have run out of O2.
Uh-oh.
No, 1777s.
We should be good. We're just looking for a gun at the moment.
470, I got Bobby.
Copy, no, 7022.
Shit looking Remington.
What?
Hey, were you talking to a female or a
Yeah, I spoke to two people on the radio, male, female, or you know whatever one could define as a deep voice towards a gender. One said their name was Cindy, and then there was the other guy.
Well, great news. It was one person. And
cool.
The guy that you put a bullet in, he just got cleared by Dr. Kate, and he's claiming his name is Cindy, or her name is I'm not entirely sure.
Cool. I shot a crazy person.
I think so.
Hopefully, I shot the crazy right fucking out of him.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna talk to Tessa because I'm kind of curious about the determination on it all. I was gonna wait till we wrap this all up. I did agree and still agree with the call to shoot the guy. I was surprised we backpedaled, but
oh no, I backpedaled because this shit had gone on too long.
Oh yeah, well,
if even unknowing with the knowledge might be a cop or not, we have that knowledge, and I'm operating under that.
That is my mindset was that I feel like it's a bad precedent set because example, if he had kidnapped a judge, whether he knew or not, we would have been blasting this guy. And there's no difference between a judge, aka a government employee, and one of our own, a government employee being kidnapped. And I feel like us having that knowledge is a clear cut sign of clear to open fire on this dude. So
yeah,
I'm with you.
I understand that thought process. That's why it's like I want to respect people out of my own shift, but we do have SOPs. That's why my brain was like, yeah, I agree to these terms, but if this gets to a certain point where I feel like we're wasting too much PD time I know I've got clear SOP rights to dome this motherfucker, and that's
Yep.
what I did.
And I think it was fair.
All right, thank you. Bye bye.
Yep. Bye bye. Yeah, I think Sweet Flop are under the same mindset.
Just because memory serves, it was a green patch of kelp, and to the right was mostly dirt. Kind of all I have.
Hey, Ben, have a good rest of your night. I appreciate you.
What'd you say?
I was just complimenting Alfred on their cane.
Thank you, EMS. I appreciate you.
I appreciate
I
you
needed
guys.
Nah, you're
to
a
see what's
basic.
around me.
Dispatch 220, 76
All right.
with the
So,
95
just so
to
you know, you
MRP.
do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you by the state if available. Do you understand these rights?
Yeah, I can't really afford one, but I wouldn't mind one.
We can try to request one. There doesn't seem to be any in the app.
Dispatch 2023 MRPD 195.
Copy that.
All right. Want to get him inside? I'm just gonna move my car real quick because it's in an awful spot. All right. Chat, let me get your opinions on this in a friendly discussion here, and I do mean a friendly discussion. How do we feel about the call that was made? And I do mean a respectful conversation. We're not going to be mean because both sides actually hold precedent. But
I have
Keep my
confiscated.
glasses on.
Yeah, we can keep your glasses.
Thank you. I need them for seeing.
Okay.
oh my dear lord.
So I'm just gonna bag everything up. I'm gonna double check I got everything.
It was an unusual situation. Yeah, I did feel it was a little unusual.
Okay.
Oh, I haven't heard this song forever.
Why do the two guys behind me look exactly the same?
We don't.
What the fuck?
Is he talking about?
No, it's talking about me and Flop.
Oh.
We don't. Flop even has like different facial hair. He's got a mustache. He's wearing a different vest. He's wearing a different shirt. He's
Nelson,
wearing different pants.
the crime had already been committed though. From the
Literally, the only thing that is similar between the both of us is the fact
I'll
that
give
we're
you a
both
different
wearing
example.
Sunglasses, aviators, and we're both
in a situation where a gun was used in the commission of a crime, even if he were to drop it, there's still a clear sign of open fire on him. Same reason why, like, if Flop were to go and shoot
How long has
Maple in the head,
swim pursuit gone on before I called it?
and I dropped my gun, the crime's already been committed.
Well, yeah, since one of the reasons why I ended
any officer would still have legal right to open fire at that point.
Couldn't even tell you, to be honest with you.
That gun has probably drifted away by now.
No.
I'm too stubborn. I want to find it.
Well,
The card is only
Okay.
3 minutes old. Shit will sink and it will sit at the bottom. I have seen YouTube videos where people throw like giant magnets in the water and find like 100-year-old guns. We can find this damn thing.
Godspeed.
I have patience and determination.
Dispatch 4923, latest 99, it's code fire.
Sweets, are you good with kidnapping a government employee and robbery of a financial?
Reckless evading and joyriding.
Yeah, I think Sweet's making the call makes me feel a little bit better. About I think the result. TLDR. Guy kidnapped tow truck driver. Tow truck driver ended up being off-duty cop, no insignia or badging. Guy kidnapping off-duty cop didn't know he was off-duty cop. Negotiated for hostage's life.
At least 3, I think.
Sweets and Flop were under the mindset of, you know, hey, we should shoot. Everyone else on scene said, well, he doesn't know that he's an off-duty cop,
Yeah, we
so
can possibly identify it as a deagle too.
I don't know if we should shoot. And I think the point from, I think, Flop's stance, and I mean, honestly, my stance on the situation is...
So, I was gonna use the blanket charge. Should I not do that then?
Oh, yeah, because robbery with
Hold on.
financial possessions with firearms.
Was he? Wait, was it?
It was an attempted robbery, but he didn't know that he needed more shit to get into the bank.
No, don't bring it up because it was violent. Wait a minute, hold up.
I mean,
It wasn't violent part.
It was.
That part wasn't his fault.
Yeah, I was about to say, what do you mean it was turned violent? An officer. Oh wait, that was me.
I don't mind unwrapping it.
Is
if
watered
we
down
have,
now?
like,
I mean, it's not
special
really.
charges we need to get.
That's literally what happened.
I mean, I would say.
If it goes to court, the judge.
When you kidnap someone, then you do your research before you use that
I
person.
would say give him robbery and give him evidence tampering because.
I think the negligent part though is because the hypothetical that I gave to Sweets and the hypothetical that runs through my head is, if this was a lawyer, I wouldn't even say a lawyer, if this was a judge, right, and we were to like get on scene and we were to call out on radio, if we were to get on radio and say, hey,
in this instance,
you know, this is Grayson being kidnapped, we would be calling 78s and we would be shooting this person on the way out the door, right? Whether the person knew that that was a judge or not, we hold no legal bearing to have to tell them that. If you negligently took someone against their will and held them there, whoever that person may be, I feel like, and this is my mindset, we operate off of what we know, not off of what they know, right? And what we know is that they kidnapped a government employee. And the kind of blanket idea that we have through our SOP is if it is a government employee, we are clear to lie in negotiations to then set up to open fire on the person. I feel a lot better knowing that Sweets still shot the person after it was drawn out. I think it sets a bad precedent to state that if the hostage taker didn't know, quote unquote, they still they still committed the crime. It was still negligent, right? And it's not our responsibility to educate them on the hostage that they took, right? It's their job to figure out who they want to take. And if they decided to take a government employee and didn't know, I don't feel like it's the police's job to also educate said person. It could have been literally anyone, right? But the fact that they took the wrong person, I feel like, you know, the precedent we should set is, hey, better luck next time, boss. But I don't know.
Oaks, you still at the beach?
Hey, fam.
Coming to you. I'm pulling out.
Copy.
PDB advised is 1099. Movies.
Didn't even call to shoot. So seems a bit harsh for RP-centric non-bank robbery.
Yeah, my wife would be disappointed.
It's really not harsh though. We've always done that. Why they didn't in that situation, I wasn't there. I can't comment on what happened earlier. But in every conflict where an off-duty cop is being kidnapped, we have always lined up to open fire. That's been our setting on this for quite a while. Pretty much as long as you know. Which is why it's interesting. Ignorance of the law is not a defense. Well, this is where it gets a little hazy because I agree with you, Outlaw, but it's not a law to not kidnap a government employee. That's already a given. Our ability to open fire on somebody is an SOP versus a law, right? It's not the law that we have to shoot somebody for kidnapping a government employee. It's our SOP. So we do still get, we do still have the flexibility to not follow through with it if we decide in the situation that, you know, we read the situation and it doesn't make sense. But I don't know. Off-duty cops should be clear about it then. It's not their job, though. If a judge gets kidnapped, they don't have to say you were kidnapping a judge now, right? That's not up to, it's not their responsibility to be aware of that. If you're going to commit a crime and threaten someone's life at gunpoint, you signed up for exactly what's coming to you, right? The fact that you happen to kidnap a judge, you happen to kidnap an off-duty cop, I feel like is where I'm kind of at with it, right? Would your mind change if the person asked the officer if he was a cop and they say no? Well, here's the ultimatum. If that happened and the guy was like, "Oh, get the fuck out of my face," it still happened, and we would have still gotten just as aggressive with him. The crime already happened, so why not shoot anyone who takes a hostage then? Because in our SOPs, government employees are protected in the same capacity as a judge or other government entities, right? If your life is threatened and you were taken against your will, we have the legal right and are protected to open fire on that person, right? Anyways, because civilians are not protected the same way that government employees are. SOPs do not protect civilians. SOPs protect government employees. I don't like the SOP. The problem, though, is that we need the SOP because if you take the SOP out, then everyone's just going to kidnap cops, and there's going to be... I'll give you a perfect example without putting people in place. You guys remember when literally every single day police cars were being stolen? And it got to the point where everybody was like, "Oh no, who cares?" And we had bigger shit to do, and we didn't have time to dedicate 6 units for that, right? Same exact example. How did we deter that from happening? We started disabling vehicles. We told them, "Get out or we're shooting the vehicle." Look at how many people are kidnapping or not kidnapping, but stealing cop cars now. It does not happen every day. It's there to discourage it from happening. But the issue is that if people are unaware that they're taking a government employee, the negligent part is what comes into question. So I don't necessarily agree that if I were to go to a scene and Tessa was kidnapped and the person there had no idea, we've always operated under what we know.
Who you trying to reach?
I think it was I mean, this is I think a good active discussion. I'm not judging the call that was made. I just think it was an interesting situation, and I think it's interesting for the reason why we made the choice that happened. Because I think the decision was not the normal answer that we would have had in a situation like that, right? This was a different approach. I think it can have wiggle room. Anything can have wiggle room. I'm not under no circumstance disagreeing with what happened. It's just an interesting thing to bring up and talk about because it was a different approach than how we would normally approach it. Yo, Hainan, happy birthday, dude. What the heck? I hope your day is amazing. Thanks for the 26 months. Can we get a bunch of hearts in chat, please? Thank you.
All of it.
Alright, bet. I called Eric Boss because Boss will be able to speak to his language and that he couldn't access the back or something. Just because he wasn't.
Inquisitor, I'm more or less just blanketing the idea. I believe you're right on that, but I'm just blanketing that the upped aggression is what deters.
Saying that
right?
he wasn't in any bank. So.
Here's my hot take. Apparently I was speaking to 2 people on the radio. One was the name Cindy. The one was whoever that fucker is. This guy is Coco
what's your name?
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So.
My legal name?
Split personality or some shit.
What you'd like me to call you?
Cindy.
Okay.
Oh, Majestic. I purposely made it spicy. I just wanted to open up the door for a conversation.
Well, we're talking to Cindy in the cell.
I'm not judging anyone's
I'm gonna
opinions
choose the
on it, and
getaway driver.
I'm not knocking anything.
According to Cindy.
I'm just genuinely just looking for a discussion out of it. I think it's an interesting one.
There's no helipads out in the ocean, okay? Whoever's flying that.
Nice.
What happened if the guy got
Listen,
blasted
we
straight away and then
fixed it,
permit?
okay? Mechanic.
Less paperwork for us.
You need me in the cells, or am I good to start running my statement up and continue my reports?
Write a statement up for me, and then you're good to do report stuff. I'm calling in Bosca as one of my witnesses to testify.
Discussion is good, fighting is bad. Well, that's what I'm saying, is that I to be honest with you, sometimes it's really hard to try and have a conversation with chat. Because it just so turns out that chat can be very difficult sometimes. Because everybody gets way too attached to things, and it becomes very apparent. And I feel like I do my best to try and consolidate a group of people to not be dumbasses. Because I do think that facilitating healthy conversation, I think, is good. And I feel like if you can't facilitate a conversation, don't bring it up. I'm comfortable to say that I think I can facilitate a conversation with chat. And if someone's being that stupid, you're just going to get the boot. But I don't think anyone's that dumb to sit there and say, fuck you and fuck your opinion. That's the point of a discussion. If people don't want to have a discussion, then at that point, you know, that's different. But I trust that my chat is willing and open to facilitate some kind of an open conversation. Oh, Nelson, to clarify that, I haven't read that fully through. But the clown situation is a good example. But at the same time, the Bang Boy situation is also a good example, right? I understand that there is there's wiggle room for everything. Nothing is black and white. Nothing is night and day. Nothing is on and off.
I also just took some fresh ones.
RP is very much about reading the room, right? I'm not disagreeing with the call, and I'm not saying that if they kidnap a government employee, that's it.
They're a little risky.
If you actually heard what Sweets said too, Sweets also made a really valid point. Said that, you know, I understand it's a different shift and I understand it's a different, you know, response. However, if I felt that it was getting dragged on for too long, I was going to end it because we're protected under the SOP. So we did give the guy an opportunity to run, but then when it got too drawn out and too many units were tied into one call, that's when Sweets said, okay, this has gone on for too long. Warn him that if he doesn't give up, he's going to get shot. Which I think is a completely fair and reasonable decision, considering the outcome of the initial call. So Matt, I'll kind of comment on that a little bit. There's even less likelihood anything comes of it if some guy permits the cops and no one else is involved. The thing though, and I have been very clear about this too. Flop won't ever perma from like something silly like someone rolled up next to him and said, yo, Hell Week, and shot Flop in the head. Why? Because it just, what do I get in return for it, right? My point that I'm making is that a perma is still ultimately up to the eye of the beholder, right? So if the guy in there decided he wanted to perma off of Sweet shooting him in the back of the head, that was completely up to him. No one else can make that decision but him. And I think saying that, and I think kind of putting that out there helps the decision making on that, right? If he had permit, that would have been up to him.
Operating under 907.
Copy that.
Do you have enough additionals responding to the 90 Echo? Copy that. 4976, the latest 90 Echo.
Copy that. Marking your route for none.
How many units have we got going?
It's 409 at the moment.
Alright, 438, we're just getting our car and we'll be able
Was there any kind of discussion in the background before permas, like between the parties? So, yes, actually. Sometimes in role play, so for like just for example, just throwing it out there. If you go to court, and let's say it's a big court case, and let's say it was like a serial killer, and they killed 87 people, and they were going to court, they were caught for it, and now they're being tried for their charges, right? If that were the case, the judge would reach out, or they would reach out to the judge and just say, hey, just letting you know, or, you know, vice versa, the judge asking the question, essentially looking for the consent that if they're found guilty for their charges, are they willing to, and I want to be clear about this, not about if they're willing to take the death penalty. It's allowing that to be an option on the table, giving, because you need the consent to allow a judge to make that call. So the way that works is, if Flop killed 87 people and was put on trial for it, Jasper's a good example. I would reach out to the judge and say, hey, Grayson, or not even Grayson, you know, I'd reach out to him OOC and say, you know, depending on the determination you make on the charges, if found guilty or not guilty, if, you know, you wanted to push the death penalty and you deem that as a possibility, I give you consent to make that call, right? So at that point, then in court, Grayson's not going to guarantee find the person guilty and death penalty. That just means that's giving Grayson the opportunity to make the call with the agreement of OSC with the other party. So.
Okay, I lied. They're a wannabe Sailor Moon.
Yeah. So consenting to death penalty or consenting to a perma, there's grounds for that stuff to like make sense. And I think a lot of people you know, in their RP stories between people will, you know, set goals for themselves to say, okay, if this happens to my character, you know, that's it. I'll actually give you a good one. I set up a perma for Reggie during the Jasper situation. One of my perma conditions for Flop was, if during the Jasper situation, if during a meeting with Reggie turned on Flop and stabbed him or hurt him, I was gonna roll for Flop to perma. So.
Thanks for the help.
I'm sorry. The suspect from the previous incident has requested a bench trial, so everybody's trying to write their statements real quick.
Hey, do you need help with anything?
Just statements and whatnot.
Okay, that's fine. I'll get you one.
If y'all can stay here real quick, I'm gonna go check the Legion Square Bank and see if the signs are still up. Hey, did y'all document what channel his radio was on, by chance?
It was 420, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's 420.
Yeah, I just needed that.
I don't
'cause
know.
if the sign is still up, so I can tie him to the bank.
You're going to respond to an officer in distress call involving an off-duty officer. Ask. This is a good song. I like this song. This is good. Um. Um. Uh. What the fuck is Maple? Oh, it's Shaw Maple. Has a CS addiction? Oh, holy fuck. You have no idea. You have no idea. It's bad. Oh, it's so bad. Dugong, Lamb, Sky Lizard, and Maple. Medical was called and before being cleared to MRPD. What the fuck is this? You gonna join the Minecraft server everyone's on? I want to. I'm kind of in a little bit of limbo with it. I want to, but... Hey, what's up, Master? How are you? Hope you're doing great today. How are you? Glad to have you here. Welcome.
Is anybody messing with the report right now?
I am not. I just emailed you my statement.
I just updated it. If you need to enter something correctly.
Okay. Let me refresh.
Arkin's hooked on CS or on Minecraft?
Ready touching the report. I'm just gonna throw my shit straight in.
1 second.
One.
Don't do that.
Classic.
Tess has control right now.
That ranks me. I ain't gonna do shit.
Okay. Refresh it and it should be good.
My statement's not done, but once Jerry's
Lab, can you
got his
put that in the reports channel, please?
Yes. Report channel.
Do we have a judge responding yet?
No.
We just have one no so far.
Okay. I gotta download the mods and stuff and get it all up and going, but I do want to get on it. It's just a matter of getting on it
Lawyers.
Yeah, no
So far, no additions.
relatively soon. I don't know.
And Bosk is upstairs right now.
I don't know what else is going on.
Are all our statements done?
Remington's still writing mine.
You guys excited for this? That's gonna be cool. Are we going to court? I think we're going to court.
All right. Well, it's looking a bit bleak for you, unfortunately.
Can Daily Loud be trusted? I don't think this has anything to do with news sources being trustworthy. I've been let down so many fucking times by Rockstar for fake announcements. I'll believe that shit when I see it. I don't find myself falling in love with the idea of that being true until I fucking see it. Yeah, Phil, I'm 100% with you. That's why I haven't made a comment about it, because it's just, I'm like, it's just, that is actually something I'll believe when I see it. I got the fucking zoomies. How you doing, Phil? Chad, how is your morning going in general? Fuck it. I want to know. How you, dog? Oh, this is a good song.
There you go.
Kamikaze.
Yeah.
Because they don't trust anyone anymore. I mean, I hate to say it, nothing is fucking trustworthy, and especially since AI has become such a big dick in everything. I fucking hate AI. It's fun and it's cool for like quirky, silly shit, like baking a cake with your fake husband. But like, dude, I fucking hate AI. That shit scares me. I like the idea of where it could go. But dude, I have seen so many... I was just talking about this with Amanda the other night. How I've seen a lot of deep fakes of like Mr. Beast or like Joe Rogan or insert famous person here, and they mimic their voices. And I've seen a few of these now where I was like, holy shit, like I can't believe they said that. But like there's certain mannerisms that you'll hear to like depict it, but it's so fucking close to how they sound that the average person who wouldn't like listen or hear them speak would actually believe that that's the way that they talk. And it's a little freaky. But I do think that a large portion of the reason why there's a lack of trust on, I don't even think specifically with news, but media in general, is that we have these very powerful tools nonetheless. that they're hard to depict if they're even like real or if they were, you know, I don't want to say genetically created, but you know what I mean. Not genetically, artificially created. Excuse me. I don't like the direction of where AI is going. I think there's certain aspects of AI that's cool, but I would argue too much of anything is bad, right? I think giving anything or anyone too much responsibility will backfire. So.
Okay, I put my report in. I'm going 42. Good night, guys.
You're going where?
Yeah, I am.
You're not allowed to.
What do you mean I'm not allowed to?
Yeah, I disapprove. Sorry.
I kind
What?
of wanted to step
None of that.
on
I need
so
you to
if I stepped
jump.
on your toes, I apologize.
Thank you.
It was one of those where it was like I didn't know
going
how the
42.
call was gonna go, and it sounds like you and I had the same.
Are
That's
you
right.
pussa?
So I just wanted
Right
to
now,
make sure
yeah.
that
You know what?
just
That's okay.
kill someone.
Gotta wake up early.
Probably didn't need to
Yeah,
be
gross.
killed.
Good night, Flop.
Have a good night.
Kidnapping of a government employee.
Oh, here we go.
Because, you know, I strongly believe there has to be an intent. And if they're off duty in plain clothes and they had no reasonable way to know they were an off duty officer, then I don't think we should be giving them a heightened aggression like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, looks like it's gonna come down the pipeline regardless. So
Yeah. I appreciate you
cross
having my
that
back
bridge
on
when
that.
we reach it.
Hell yeah.
I'm leaving.
You're leaving?
Yeah. Goodbye.
All right, Tessa. Have a good one.
Thanks for riding with me.
Not a problem. You have a good rest of your night.
How did I handle it, Flop?
You did good. I was gonna talk with Tessa, but she walked away. I definitely have a little bit of a feeling toward the call that was made.
Which call?
The one about not opening fire. Give me just a second. Beetle, thank you for the raid, brother. I appreciate it. It's about to get
You
spicy.
think we should have opened fire?
It's appreciated. I love you, man. So much fun. Welcome everyone. I'm Chris. I play Flop. Hello.
Lady?
I'm sorry.
Are you good?
Yeah. So while I think intent is there, I mean, granted, the beauty about SOPs is that they apply, and a lot of them we have a judgment as to like when we should be using them, when we should be applying them. And I think I think in most circumstances they're there to be pretty cut and dry, but in a situation where it's malleable like it was today, I don't see a problem with the call. My concern is this setting a potential precedent? I'm gonna just lay out something completely unrelated, right?
Yeah, go for it.
In the same situation that occurred, let's say Grayson got kidnapped, right? And it was an off-duty judge. Technically, it's not anyone's legal obligation to express to someone kidnapping you and holding you against your will that you are this entity. And I've always been under the idea of operating under what we know. And I feel like if someone were to go out of their way to kidnap an off-duty officer and be unaware of it, I think the negligence under the pretense that, well, I didn't know it was an off-duty officer, I feel like that's kind of out the window, right? Because what's to stop somebody from just turning around and saying, like, you know, oh, I had no idea? Are we to sort of, you know, I don't want to use the term bend the knee, but are we to kind of feed into that? Nikita with the raid as well, the back-to-back raids.
So let me explain my
I appreciate
thought process
it.
on this.
Thank you so much.
Right?
Welcome everyone. I'm
And
Chris. I play Flop. Hello.
I 100% understand where you're coming from it. But, so my understanding, the intent of the extremely heightened aggression is to deter people from actively seeking out government employees to kidnap. Basically, because they used to do it a long time ago to seek attention. And I'm sure you know, like, there are times when we get like